Viewer discretion is advised.
Talking Gotham, 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 talking Gotham.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cameron. Welcome to episode 13 of Talking Gotham, and we are approaching the mid-season finale of season 2. And, well, Gotham is a candle, or it's a Roman candle that's just about to go off, but we'll get to that. But first up, from 3D Movie Cinema is the lean, mean fighting machine. It's Jacob Collins. Jacob, how are you?
What's going on? Hello, Ryan boy. What you doing? Okay. Yeah, I stole that from Joe Snyder on his podcast. But I'm actually doing really well. I'm doing fantastic. I cannot wait to talk about me. Like, I think we're all in agreement. These 3 episodes were pretty damn good. Like, these are banger episodes, you know.
And next up, the best hair in the business, Matt Wyatt. How are you?
Fuck you, Matt.
Thanks for the compliment, and fucking Jake. But anyway,
I work hard trying to get the best hair in the business. Okay, I'm trying. Okay.
You still look like Jim from fucking American Pie, the pie fucker. What if you had the hat on? You would look like the obese version of Wayne's World.
Go fuck yourself.
Ouch.
Sorry for the harsh comment, but anyway, I'm excited to get into these episodes. I will say the first episode, we can all agree it's the weakest, but the two of them, really bangers. I'm really surprised at how much I'm really enjoying the season.
This is all just building up to Galavan and the Order of Saint Dumas, and it's just all the Azrael offensive is pretty much just coming down the road. And speaking of, for the mid-season finale, which will be season 2, episode 11, called Worse Than a Crime, we will be watching that watch-along style. So next week, we'll be reacting to the mid-season finale as it happens. So stay tuned for that. That will be Tuesday here on this channel. So stay tuned for that. You're getting a double upload today. But let's get into these episodes now, starting off with Season 2, Episode 8, called, well, to quote Dexter Morgan,
Tonight's the night.
Today you get to kill Jim Gordon.
What is she playing at?
This is a trap.
Just doing my job.
She still has a hold on you. I want to show you something. I've been a very bad girl.
Drop the knife.
Do it, Jim.
Gotham, all new next Monday on Fox.
The episode of the title, Tonight's the Night, and the episode came out on November 9th, 2015. It's directed by Jeffrey Hunt. Theo Galvan gives Barbara permission to kill Gordon and also offers Bruce a proposition. Bruce sells his controlling position in Wayne Enterprises to Theo, and in return, Theo gives Bruce the information about his parents' killer and the culprits responsible. Barbara walks inside the GCPD, and Gordon suggests he risk himself to find more information about Galavan. While en route to an unknown location on Barbara's instructions, the squad car is assaulted by Tabitha and her crew. Gordon wakes up in Gotham's Cathedral, where he and Barbara were going to have their wedding before their breakup. The Strike Force discovers Gordon's location thanks to the help of Bullock. While the Strike Force engages Tabitha's crew and rescues Leslie, Gordon briefly fights Barbara, leading to Barbara hanging outside the church and falling, resulting in severe injuries. Yeah, I think that this whole plot of this whole Barbara to try to get to Gordon was kind of stupid to me. And Gordon is becoming a little bit dumber in this episode.
half of the characters in this episode are like, Gordon, this is not a good idea. You can't trust her. You don't want to do this. And he's routine like, let this play out. Let this
Did y'all
play
get
out.
7
Let's see
vibes?
what happens.
Yeah.
Did y'all get 7 vibes in this episode? Because I was like, she's like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, she was like Kevin Spacey
7.
in the backseat of the squad car.
And she
The
like
only
literally
thing-
turns herself in. I'm like, that's the one that she turns
I
herself
literally
in, like
thought that
Kevin
they were going to
Spacey
get
in
captured
7.
and be like, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Only thing she needed to do was go, detective!
You're looking for me.
Like it's like I watched 2 good movies and I'm like, you know what? we got our blockbuster haul this week.
When you see in the scene where now that Galavan is making a proposition to buy Bruce's company in exchange that he has the file of the man who killed his parents, do you really believe that he has the name, or is he just using it as a ruse just to get him to sell?
Well,
I mean, it's a complete ruse. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he doesn't know a damn thing. Like, he wants Bruce's company, and we'll tell him anything that he needs to in order to get it. So, there's no question. He is full of shit.
Yeah, I believed it too. There's no way I bought it. No way, it's bullshit.
What do you think about Barbara's dream sequence with her having a dream of Mary and Jim, and then everybody laughing at her in the altar? I'm like, that to me, I was like, Ryan must be like.
I literally thought at first, before we got to the end, I thought that was Gordon's dream, but apparently by the end, that was definitely Barbara's dream. It played off the suspense, like, whose nightmare are we experiencing? Was it Jim's nightmare or Barbara's nightmare?
It'd be weird if it was Edward's nightmare.
I don't know how that would. I don't know how that would be relevant from that dream sequence.
That would be so funny. It'd be like if Edward just wakes up and it's like his nightmare, and he's like
watching Barbara and Gordon get married.
And, what relevancy does this have?
That would not even be relevant. There's no logic in that. He's got his own shit to deal with by disposing that dead body of his dead girlfriend.
By the way, that is one of the dumbest moments ever. Like, is that in this episode? Yeah. That's the whole subplot was stupid. Him burying her in the freaking
having a little bit of a picnic before he buries her inside the 6 feet underground.
I imagine he's like Dexter, just like, okay, I'm gonna savor this moment.
It almost felt like they're ripping off Dexter. That it definitely felt Dexter moment.
He's like, you know what? I killed somebody. I'm gonna savor the moment.
Because the last episode he was fighting his two halves, and now he's finally a whole again, and now he's embracing his psychosis.
He's embracing the Riddler side.
The Riddler side.
Yeah, he's not there yet.
That hunter dude came out of nowhere in the fucking woods, and he had to fucking kill him and bury him.
I was waiting like a pair to imagine somebody else coming. He's like, yeah.
Just imagine everybody showing up, just one at a time, and he's like, "Oh fuck, no!"
It's like there's a scene in a famous movie called Hall Pass.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what fuck I was about. I didn't know. I didn't think about. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, what was the movie from? It was the ending of Stephen. What is his actor's name?
Stephen Merchant.
Stephen Merchant having this little fantasy of how to get away with murder, and the frat boys just caught him on top of the rooftop. Like, that was fucking awesome. We saw the whole thing.
People.
We saw the whole thing.
Then he runs and gets in prison. Then all of a sudden, please, you can't let me in here.
Kills the husband, kills the wife, and buries him back and forth. Like, that felt so much like that. I literally thought that was going to happen more often.
I just thought that was so freaking funny. That honestly, though. That is probably my favorite entire scene in the whole entire movie because it's just so out there. But I will say this though, yeah, like Edward's just like there's a lot of foot traffic in this forest. I don't know why I just got Jim Carrey vibes from that.
Yeah, but who do you thought that was before it was revealed that was Oswald?
I thought it was an animal.
I thought the hunter was faking it and ate it and then come back and lay down and faking it and ambush him.
Why would he do that? Someone's trying to kill him.
I know, but I thought they catch him off guard or something. I don't know.
I was thinking, why? First off, you should snap his neck if you're going to do it right, because this man might get up. Okay, it's just like knocking him over the side of the head with a shovel isn't going.
There's a 50-50 chance he may still be alive and unconscious. That Oswald is hiding out in the trailer, out in the middle of the woods the whole time, and he's still badly wounded.
Why would you, if you see a dead body laying there and food on the ground, do not eat the food on the ground because it's a poisonous food.
No.
What if somebody poison the food?
Not if you're desperate enough like Oswald, because he's fucking starving and he's very tired and exhausted. He will eat anything and he would not care.
Like, it might have been poison.
True.
Just like
why would you lay down? Why would it be poison? I mean, I don't know.
Because
see the logic
somebody
in that.
could like literally. Okay, you see a hunter laying dead in a ditch, and then on top of that, he's like, and it looked like he just.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay food on the ground for a random person to come up and eat the food and be poisoned. Like, how? Tell me the logic in that.
I mean, I don't know. There's psychopaths. Literally, there was like literally.
A psychopath can have a picnic with a dead corpse. It's a sick, twisted way.
Also, what did you think about Theo giving her the gift saying tonight's the night? By the way, I can't. Every time I hear that the tonight's the night, I think of that song from Bad Boys Ride or Die. Tonight's the night. You know, I just keep thinking that in my head every time. I'm like, yeah, I'm just sitting there every time I'm reading this though. Theo gives her gifts, okay, and then she turns herself in, which I'm like, do not let her leave the precinct. Do not let her leave the precinct. If you leave her, it's a trap. And even Harvey says it is a trap, and I'm like, yes, it's a trap.
Yeah,
Why
they
are we
mentioned
even
like,
arguing?
dude, they said this like 5 times that this is a trap, and it turns out it was a fucking trap. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Like it reminded me of in The Hobbit: The Desolation of Smaug when Gandalf and Radagast are going to see the necromancer, and Radagast is like, "But what if it's a trap, Gandalf?" And Gandalf is like, "It is undoubtedly a trap." Is like
Or-
every time I saw Barbara, I'm like, "This is undoubtedly a trap," and it
Or
was
in Batman
100%.
Forever, and when he was in the vault trying to get that security that ran a cop, and he's like, "It's a trap."
What did you think about Theo offering to buy Wayne Enterprises? You know, I thought that I like the fact that he says, Bruce, let me buy Wayne Enterprises, and I promise I will literally clean out the like. But then I'm like,
But Bruce was tempted at first, but then he wasn't so sure. That's why he needed to talk to Alfred and to see if this is the right thing to do to sell out his company in order to find his parents' murder. He wasn't so sure. He was very conflicted.
He was like this close. The pen was on the paper, and he was like, "I'm sorry."
I was like, Bruce, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid, Bruce. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
also, yeah, I like at the end when they, I like at the end though. Well, no, I'm saying, I like though. One thing I liked about this is when literally like him and Alfred are debating this, and he's like, if he wants you to really sign over, he said, what if he has nothing? He says, why would he go through all it? And they're arguing about this, and he says, I have to find out who killed my parents. And Alfred is just so on the sense.
Which I hope they don't play this out too much. I just at a certain point I'd be like, it's Joe Chill. Like, just do Joe Chill and move on. Like, come on.
I mean, they really are building it up to find the person that really killed his parents, the gunman. Yeah.
I like Gordon ambushing them, getting ambushed. Like, because at first I'm like, when the captain says pull back, I'm like, yes. Why are you not pulling back? Okay. Literally pull the hell back. I'm like, why are you pulling back? That is literally like why? And then all of a sudden, Harvey's like, oh, sorry. I'm just thinking, okay, you're stupid. Okay, you're asking to get ambushed because they're going to ambush you. Okay, like this doesn't even say okay, high points. I'm like,
even in the moment that Bullock really trusts Gordon's judgment to buy more time because he always trusts him more than anyone, more than the captain himself, even though it was not the smart move.
And when she says,
if I were Barnes, after this was over, I'd be like, okay, fired. The coffee guy.
It's like the quote. It is from the quote from the character Joel Morton's character from Speed. You're fired. Everybody's fucking fired. I love Barnes more and more I see him in the show. He's really good so far. I mean, I'm starting. I know it probably is more highly unlikely, but I have a feeling that there's something, a little skeleton in the closet for Barnes. Like I feel like it's too good to be true that he's all good and all about doing everything by the book. But I don't know. It may not be true. And I so far I'm really loving Barnes in the show.
Even the good guys in this show have a little bit of badness in them. So
it's like, hey, like part of me is believing, like, what if he's actually working with Galavan the whole time and they pulled the plot twist on us later in the season? I mean, it's possible.
I could either confirm or deny with the secretary's approval.
There you go. That's the one.
I will say though, I love Galavan when I do. I'm not. We're gonna get to that, but I just want to say, I also like Penguin and Edward meeting again. Was like Penguin, and then all of a sudden he falls down. He's like,
I need your help. That
was great.
Was that the one that was at the very end of the episode and they ended on a cliffhanger or something?
No, they arrest. It ends with them arresting Galavan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. When now they found the evidence after Barbara spilled the beans. Did you really? But from that moment, did you really believe that she actually died by falling to her in the depth? It almost felt like dude, she fucking survived. I thought Matt was happy. He's like, yes! She landed in the bushes, just like in the other guys. Aim for the bushes.
Only her bushes actually worked.
There goes my hero.
Or the woman, or the Dr. Evil's henchman in Austin Powers 2, where she got fucking hit so many times and falls off the building of her death, and she still hasn't died. Prepare the die powers. Why won't you die? It's really like that in Austin Powers 2. Why won't you die?
This is not overpowers. Remember Kevin Durant?
She's like the mixture of these
She's-
multiple characters, like from the chick from The Henchman, and she's like the fucking Stacy from Wayne's World. She's a psycho hose beast.
You know,
I lost you 2 months
Like,
ago.
she has more
Are you
life.
mental? We broke up. Get the
She has
net.
more lives than a cat.
Literally.
about like how like he's trying to like. I mean, I remember in the interrogation room he kissed Barbara to like it was a judgment call, and like and Lee was like not
Yeah,
happy.
it almost I almost believed it for a moment. At first I thought it was just like all in her head at first that she's having a hallucination fantasy, but no, it was real. But obviously Gordon's playing her. That was an obvious thing to do. And I think she knew that too. That was part of the trap in this whole scheme of things that she was willing to spill the beans.
Barbara gets the correct side of the interrogation window where Lee is. Like she goes up to the accurate side, like because she's expecting Lee to be on the other side of that. And she goes up to the right side. Not even like it's not like Barnes is sitting there. She goes up to the right side of the interrogation and smiling. I'm like, how do you know she's standing right there? It could just be Barnes and like a couple of cops or Harvey. Why are you like? I just don't. That made me like, okay, that's a little far. That's a little bit far-fetched.
Far-fetched.
Yeah. Also, Galavant tells Bruce, I found the guy who killed your parents. Give me your company and I will tell you the guy's name and address and all that. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious at all? Like
You would have like you should have spotted red flags with Galavant. Like it's so convenient that he's so desperate to get your company and that he has something something for you that you can't refuse.
Flag's so big it fills the screen.
It's like, come on, Bruce, you can't be that gullible.
I mean, he's a child, and also
I
there's
know
no
that-
way a child's going to be able to sell a company, his shares of a company. Like he has to have some kind of his legal. Alfred would have to sign off on that because that's his legal guardian.
Yeah, he technically, yeah.
There's
he's
no
his legal
way you're
guardian.
not adult. You cannot legally sign off on that, especially without a lawyer and your legal guardian present.
But Suspenders, that's one of those shows that's part of the Suspenders.
Also, why would Riddler bury her when in the middle of a park? Whenever he killed her boyfriend, he chopped him up and then did all that stuff. If somebody digs her up,
Yeah, but also why? Yeah, but why didn't he chop her up into mini pieces and then pour her down in acid, bleach her skull like you did with her psychotic boyfriend? Why couldn't you do Breaking Bad style?
Also, Riddler just leaves and comes back.
Yeah. Why
He
would you
leaves
leave it
the
out?
park and comes back.
You're leaving a body full of picnic food out in the middle of nowhere that anybody can waltz right by. Like for the Hunter, for instance. You moron.
Yeah, like he's like, there's a lot of foot traffic. Well, no shit. Oh no shit. Yeah, there's like I was like also I do like that Galavant throwing the file into the fire the second the police cases burst, he just takes the file and goes to he just like quick reflex he goes and then like
he just fucking flips it right near to the fire the moment he's about to get arrested because he knew what was
like,
going to happen.
What is this? Oh, and then all of a sudden then he's like get back, Master Wayne. And then all of a sudden he's like, no, where's the file? And then he's
Where's the file? Where's the
I'm
file?
surprised Bruce can try to grab the file. I'm surprised.
I kind of laughed at it for a moment. I was like, this is so funny.
No.
No, where's the file? Where am I? Where's Carol? Blah, blah.
I just thought that was great though. Like whenever he gets arrested, I'm like, yes. And then they go and they find like because Barbara knows the location. They go to Theo Galavant, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, let's go arrest him. And then of course they arrest him and everything, which I thought that was just great. That the whole sequence when I'm throwing the file. Bruce is like, but I'm glad because even if the police wouldn't have showed up, Bruce would never have signed the company over. I really enjoyed this episode. There are some parts like I think the whole Barbara angle I like, but like I just think Gordon's kind of stupid in parts of this episode where he's like.
That's why I didn't like a part about this episode. This when
like
Gordon
it's still
like,
good,
dumbed
but
down.
it's like it's not great. It would have had like
it's fine, but there's some good stuff in it. But other than that, it was like, eh.
I wish they would just not have the Riddler.
I just wish they just kill Barbara. She's a fucking drag in the show. I don't like her. She's a fucking Stacy from Wayne's World. She's a psycho hose beast. She's literally
like months ago. Okay, I
lost you 2 months ago. Are you mental? We broke up.
I brought you a gun rack. Why would I use a gun? I don't even know a gun. Why would I need a gun rack? I don't even know
a gun rack.
Let
a
alone
gun rack.
miniguns.
Yeah, right. I don't even own a gun, let alone miniguns can necessitate an entire rack. What am I going to do with the gun rack?
I just think that's a great ass.
I know, dude. I like. We're definitely going to do Wayne's World 1 and 2 at some point. I'm thinking about hosting it and just do that instead.
We've referenced it so much, we might as well.
I know, dude. It's so good, and I'm going to force Ryan to watch Dumb and Dumber, which I'm going to rub that into Jake's face.
By the way, I know this is a little off topic, but there's a scene in Wayne's World 2 where they get stuck in like the dream world or whatever with like with the ghost
in the
and
desert, yeah.
and then like they have to escape the dream world to go back to the real world at the end.
Wayne,
of it.
how do we get back?
I wish they would have literally like afterwards. I wish Wayne would have jumped the guy, and then him and the Indian guy just beat the shit out of him and Garth. And then Garth's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And the Indian guy kicks the shit out of Garth, and they go, and they're like, "Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we're sorry. Peace, man, peace. Okay, peace." They kick Wayne in the face, and then they're like, "All right," then walks
I
away.
mean, by the time this goes live, the haunted house watch party will have happened, and I'm sure that'll be just a time and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. Black Taffy's going to join us. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I asked
Yeah.
Stephanie if she wanted to join us, but she said that she's going to a actual haunted house. So I said that's ironic.
okay,
We're going to
good.
watch.
That's so ironic, even for her.
Yeah. But
Good
yeah,
for her. But,
I will.
let's
yeah,
go to scores.
I'm going to give this, and I really out of 10. I'm gonna give this a 9.5. I just think it's a really good episode. I think with Gordon's bullshit,
9.5. That's like near a 10. That's like a near.
I like the whole
perfect.
episode with the except. All right, you know what? 9. Okay, there you go. You happy?
Oh, you're gonna backtrack that now?
Well, I mean, it's just that the only thing is I don't like the Riddler storyline, and I did not like the whole Gordon being dumb by going into an ambush. But I like the ambush, and I liked everything else about the episode. Like,
all right, Matt.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Solid episode, lots of good stuff in it, but I did not like the whole Barbara subplot. I hated it.
I'm going to go 7.5. Like, Gordon's intelligence hits the bottom of the barrel on this, but these other episodes do get better. And like the low intelligence levels just kind of kill the episode for me. Not terrible, but definitely not great. Like, definitely not like really good either. But let's get into my personal favorite of these three. It's season 2, episode 9, called "A Bitter Pill to Swallow."
I nearly crossed the line. Let me tell you something about the line. A man might do anything. Any man. There is no line. There's just the law. That's what separates us from the animals. There is no line.
Gotham, all new next Monday on Fox.
Matt?
The episode aired on November 16th, 2015. It's directed by Louis Shaw Melento. Tabitha goes to an underground killer agency and pays to have James Gordon assassinated. Bruce tries to get information about his parents' killer from Silver, but is stopped by Alfred, who orders Silver to stay away from Bruce. When Bruce tries to sneak out, he is stopped by Selena, who claims she has evidence that Silver is not who she claims to be. And Gordon and Barnes investigate Theo's condo for evidence. The killers arrive. Gordon and Barnes manage to fend them off, but Barnes is severely injured. Police reinforcements arrive, but are eliminated by another hired killer named Eduardo Flamengo. After coming close to killing him, Gordon arrests Flamengo, but before being placed to a cell, Flamengo kills another officer. Meanwhile, Nigma persuades Cobblepot to move on from the death of his mother, and the both of them kill one of Theo's kidnapped henchmen in celebration. The Order of Saint Dumas arrives in Gotham City. Yeah, I agree that this is definitely a banger episode, a major step up from the last one. It's really pursuing to the main story, which
this is
really,
Ryan and my favorite episode of the season of this 3 episodes.
I can't argue against it because it's really that good.
I mean, it's like The Raid. I was like, their blockbuster was The Raid this week. I mean,
I still gotta watch. I mean, I've seen only bits and pieces of The Raid, but I never really watched it in full. I know I gotta watch those movies. I gotta watch The Raid 1 and 2 so bad. I will get there at some point to watch that movie.
Have you seen Dread?
Watch party?
Yes. Yeah.
It's basically Dread.
Yeah, like Carl Urban. Yeah, it's basically the Raid version. You know, if you really think about it, the hallway sequences was done the Old Boy, and then the Raid continued to do the more hallway sequences, and it became a trend from every action with television shows and movies. It was like the blueprint.
What'd you think about getting an assassin to kill Jordan? I said Jordan.
Jordan.
Kill Jim Gordon.
I love that Galavan's sister went to the high table from John Wick to take out a hit on Gordon. Like, seriously, Chad Stahelski has a case, because like Like, this is like John Wick Chapter 2. All they need is to like up the price to like 10 and then 20 million at a certain point.
Gordon's excommunicado.
They should
I
have
also
left his dog alone.
But also, that this is assassin who is a cannibal, a psychopath. I remember that actor in this last television show that he did a few episodes on Netflix. I don't know if any of you've seen the show. It's called Atypical, and he was on that shit. I remember him that he was on that
you
show.
know what I thought you were gonna
You know
say? A Cinderella story. I thought you were gonna say.
Why would the fuck would you think that?
I remember seeing him in that era. He was the guy that
I never seen that one.
the Hillary Duff movie.
No, the Harley Duff I've seen.
A Cinderella story. That's what.
Wait, was he in that?
Yes, he was the guy
maybe.
that was. Remember, her friend was dressed like Zorro. He was hitting on the girl. And her
Oh
friend-
yeah, you're right, dude. I didn't even know that was actually him.
yeah.
Are you sure that was him?
I could fact check.
I don't think so. I don't think that he was actually. I think you got to mistake him for someone else.
I could be. I'm be so happy if I'm right. Also, yeah, the dude from Big Bang Theory was also in that. Brad Bafuta is his name.
Oh, yeah.
He was. Let me see what he was in. He died in 2017, by the way. Rest in
Oh,
peace,
wow.
man.
Yeah.
There he is. Now I'm
He,
happy.
he was in Gotham though. He wasn't Birds of Prey.
Oh, was
Oh.
he? What did he play? I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen.
He was also in a porno like show called a Skinamax series called Co-ed Confidential. And I'm like, well, I guess.
Oh,
I
I think I might have seen that one. I think I remember watching that on Cinemax when it was
Matt's
after
like,
dark.
Matt's like, I seen the
There
show.
was-
All
back
right.
in the day, back in
It had
my
a lot of
days,
good subplots in that show.
back in the old days when Cinemax had after dark program.
Matt's like, yeah. Matt's like,
Should I ask or should we just move on? I have a
you
feeling.
should not
we
ask what it is.
You should
Ryan.
never. Don't even ask, bro.
It's a show that you will not. A child should not watch. And if you're an adult, you're going to be very excited from certain scenes.
Apparently, he was in Army of the Dead.
Oh shit! Yes, he was Army of the Dead.
I have only seen it twice, and I don't remember him that much in that movie.
He the one, the guy that was he the one who at the Army of the Dead? He was the one who was that gets killed. Remember, he was the one who was. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, in Army.
It's been a while since I've watched that film. I don't remember him.
He was the one that was in like Vegas.
Oh yeah. Now that it was.
That would record themselves killing zombies. Yeah, I've seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, which I will say though, I do like about.
Oh,
this
he was in
episode.
Smile too.
Ed taking care of the penguin. I thought that was pretty cool. How he's like
Yeah.
telling his penguins like, I'm just done. I'm just gonna leave Gotham and never come back. And I'm like, we're like bullshit. You last season we're all about the city needs me. I need to be a legacy in the city. And now you're just like
He's at a point where he has nothing to lose because now his mother has been killed by Galavan himself, and he has nothing to lose anymore. He's has no reason to stay in Gotham. Yeah. Ed tells him like, hey, fuck that. You're fucking Penguin, and I need you by my side.
I will say I do like Alfred telling Silver to leave. He goes, "You can leave now, mate." And I'm just like, he's like, "Oh, Alfred's just being a dick to her, just like, get out now." And it's like,
Good.
"It's okay, Bruce."
He was like, hey, fuck. He was like, well, fuck off. Get out.
I also do like later how Alfred's being ahead of Bruce, and then he says there's a taxi down there, and then all of a sudden Bruce is like, "I'm gonna go to bed, Alfred. You're right. I'm sorry." Yeah, he said. Also, he says I paid the taxi driver down the road a handsome fee to leave, and also
I thought that was so funny.
what taxi? He goes,
And he called him out on his bullshit. Like he knew he was full of shit.
I was like,
I paid
Alfred's
the taxi driver, Master Bruce.
That's like how he pulls the key out. It's like this key right here.
I put this key right here.
It's like, you cannot stop me from seeing her. I'm gonna.
I thought
sing
that
it."
was so stupid. That line delivery was kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. That was a cringe scene. Like, you're not gonna stop me. I was like, what? Who
Okay.
talks like that?
All right, calm down, Edward Swan. Like, calm down.
Which I will say though,
Edward Swan.
Edward Swan.
Who the hell is Edward Swan? I don't
The
even.
dude from Twilight, isn't that his name?
No, it's Edward Collins.
Oh, I've never seen the movie.
Edward
so-
Swan.
I thought he was talking Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like, who the fuck is Edward Swan?
No, Elizabeth Swan is a way better character than Edward. What's his name?
Edward Collins is like, oh yeah, say it out
Hey,
loud. Say
I'm a
it.
vampire.
I'm
Right.
kicking around an idea.
Are you afraid?
I'm
sparkle
kicking
in the
around an
sun.
idea next year for February reviewing.
Let
We
it go.
could do a
Twilight.
watch
Let it
party
go,
for the
let it
Twilight.
go, Ryan, let it
Let's
go.
do it. Let's
Let
fucking
the
do
idea
it just
go,
to
Ryan.
fucking make fun of this. We gotta do that.
Listen to the Ron White's quote. If you ever had this idea you think about, just let it go.
You would have no problem watching shitty movies on a watch party.
I really
Jake.
want shit, yes, but Twilight is terrible. It's like it's literally
Yeah, it's
blowing
so
your mind.
yeah, but it's hilariously terrible. It's
just like,
hilariously terrible.
listen,
From
I'm a
the makers,
vampire, rah.
from the makers of Batman, Terry, it's Twilight Terry. Twilight
Fuck you!
Terry.
I will never.
Have you ever watched the parody video when they were coming out with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and they made fun of it as a Twilight edition with Edward Collins and Jacob working with the soldiers doing in the Call of Duty parody? I will send you that video. I'm going to DM you later. That it's.
I will
hilarious.
say though, I did like the
This one
parody
soldier's
of
like, "You look
Twilight.
like an 8-year-old on steroids, and you're ugly looking, and you lifted weights or something."
I will say I did like the parody that they did of Twilight. Vampires suck.
Yeah,
That made me
yeah.
laugh.
I-
I
that
thought
was-
it was
that
great.
was
I'm
so
like, yeah,
funny.
get it. You know, I was like,
That was too funny.
I will say though, I will say I did like that. You know, Bruce and Alfred clashing over Silver St. Cloud, and also the assassin like they hired just being polite to Jim Gordon. He's in the elevator. He goes, "Hi," he says. You enjoy your job? He
I
goes,
thought the
"Yeah,
assassin was
great."
so fucking predictable. Like how do you not spot he's asking 20 fucking weird ass questions and it
He
looks like he's
might
about
have-
to murder?
He might as well have been wearing a shirt saying, "Hello, Jim. I'm here to kill you."
Yeah, he might as well. It's labeled all
He
over his
dresses up
fucking
like
shirt.
Waldo from Where's Waldo. It's like if Waldo. It's like, he literally dressed like Waldo from Where's Waldo.
He does, bro. He really does with the glass.
Like who? I was like, maybe he's like was like okay. So basically, Jim Gordon gets Waldo from Where's Waldo to kill him. They sent Waldo.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that character.
You know the book you open with the guy in the striped shirt. We're like, "Where's Waldo?" And you got to find him in the book. You know, it's like those little books as kids. You know, those little children's book where like you'll have an X-Men book, okay, and then you'll see all this stuff like you know in this book, and you have to find Waldo, and you're like, "Oh, there he is."
Yeah, it's literally like an eye test. Like your eyes have to find Waldo in the massive screaming eye picture. It's like I Spy, but like I Spy, you're looking through like a crowded.
I don't think I've ever
Um,
heard of it.
We used to play that in elementary school, like you know where.
No, I played the I Spy thing. That's every other elementary school's like basic game.
Yeah,
But I will say though, it's just so funny seeing him. Which I will say also, yeah, I just think honestly, like Gordon, like he tries to kill him. He tries to kill him, and all of a sudden he's like he beats the shit out of him. And then he's like, they're like he's just drags like, what happened here? He's like, he tried to kill me, and the thing, which I'm like, honestly, that right there should basically make it even more clear that Gallivant's because I'm like, okay, we arrested the mayor, and now all these assassins are trying to kill you. Doesn't that seem a little bit odd?
Well, to quote
Yeah.
Peach, meaning it's gonna be super easy, barely inconvenience.
Also,
there you go.
so yeah, and also this episode, this bars heavily from the raid, and also Gordon doing what Barnes did and putting the gun in the assassin's mouth. Like I like that whole story how it parallels because he says he put a gun.
Yeah.
in his terrorist
Yeah, the way
mouth.
that Barnes was doing a whole parallel of his own story during his time in war, where he was forced to put a gun down in his throat and shoot him and execute him, and Gordon tries to do the same, and he refuses to.
Yeah, which I will say that
But then it was so fucking graphic the way that he was faking his sickness and when he was about to go into the
It bites the
GCPD and bites that rookie cop down
What did you
down
think
her
about
throat.
that moment?
That was that was graphic.
What did you think about that, Ryan?
Yeah, that was great. Like first of all, the Flamingo character is just wild. Like I need to see more of this one because it's like you start off, he's in a furnace and he's like got this guy tied up and like he's thrown a pair of legs into a furnace and he's like, hello, and he's like speaking to the not high table, and then he just shoots the guy in the head and be like, oh, I'm not on a job, I'm just doing something else. And then he's got this like pink streak in his hair, like he's Kenny Omega in 2012 or something.
He kind of looks
And
like
then
one of the members of One Direction if he had gone cannibal.
He looks like
Rest
he's
in
someone who
peace,
belongs to
Liam.
the Schumacher verse.
yeah, rest in peace, bro.
But then the final fight at the end is great. He has the chain like he's Abyss or something, and it's great. Like I need to see more of this character. And then he kills Parks, which that was wild. I did not see that one coming.
I
they're
wouldn't be
beating the shit
surprised
out
if
of him
he's,
too. They're beating the shit out of him.
and he's
trying to
laughing.
get off of her, and he's like he's just like, and she's
That's
just dying
some-
right there.
I
That's
thought
some
they
No
should have. I
Country
think they
for
should have
Old
shot him.
Men
I think they
stuff.
should have just shot him right then and there. Like, dude, you can't get him up. Shoot him.
That's like the opening of No Country for Old Men, where Chagar is like in the police station. And he just chokes out the cop, and he's like,
Also, yeah, I mean, also, and also, at the end when the Order of Saint Dumas arrives in Gotham, and that cop is right there, the security guard's like, "Hey, you can't be here," and then they all just start stab him to death, and then just like,
I thought did they slash his throat? If I remember,
no, they
correctly?
stab him to death.
Oh, they
and
stabbed it. Yeah. They stabbed him to death. Yeah.
and they go,
like they stab him like 100 times. It's brutal.
Yeah.
which,
Now they're slowly like, yeah, they're about to enter Gotham and they're slowly trying to take over.
well, also there's also like some things I didn't like about this episode, like why didn't Gordon call Bullock or more units, and like whenever they're in the hotel, he should have called Bullock and be like, "Hey, look," because I know they called like a couple of cops. I'm like, didn't they have like a whole entire SWAT team like that was? With
Where's
them
the
after
SWAT
this?
team? Why didn't he call the SWAT team?
And stuff like
No,
that.
let's call a couple of fucking cops and get them
let's
over.
call up a couple of red shirts and like see what that happens.
Do you not know how this shit works? If there's something in life and death situation from a professional assassin, you get a fucking SWAT team.
Also, Gordon's logic of we're sitting ducks is dumb. Like,
Yes.
I get you're not wanting to have Barnes and the other cops killed, but there's only 2 exits compared to the multiple ways the Flamingo can kill you outside.
Yeah.
He can only come in if you have literally you're at one door, Barnes at the other. You will see him coming. There's no way he cannot.
Who was this woman, the benefactor, that one that hired on the assassin? I'm wondering who is that woman.
They never ever go back to that. Like no one's ever.
I know. Like, is it? Are they ever going to go like touch on that character again?
I don't think so. No.
Because she's like part of like the John Wick. It looked like she could have been part of that John Wick universe from the Continental.
Also,
which no pun intended, because the actor who played Oswald was in John Wick 3.
Tabitha never goes back there, by the way. Like, never goes back there and deletes the contract, which she had to because there'd be more assassins the next day.
Because Tabitha was the one that hired her and hired assassin through that.
Which I'm sure Theo Gallivan off camera, he told her on camera. He said Theo Gallivan told her.
No, but he told her when they were when Tabitha was visiting like Gallivan, he's like, "Why would you hire an assassin? I told you not to do that."
She did it for because of Barbara.
Because she got emotional, because she got attached to Barbara. Fuck Barbara, by the way.
Which obviously, and also he's saying all this shit in prison, which I'm like, you were literally about to go on trial for like one thing.
I don't know. Do they monitor when they're going to that
They
visit?
monitor that shit in prison.
Especially when you're on that whole phone thing when you're
Your
communicating
Honor,
through the wall. There's no phone. There's no phone. There's no handle for that phone to communicate through the fucking glass wall.
We have Gallivant confessing all this.
The glass wall should be like fucking thick where you can't hear them talking. You have to have a fucking phone on like a mic or something to be able to talk through it.
Which
Like this guard must have just like seen these two talking and he's like, they might as well. I think they're talking about Jimmy Kimmel getting fired. This is fine.
You'd be like, hey, I've seen it all, and he looks the other way. Might as well fuck myself.
I voted for him as the mayor, so it's fine.
It's fine.
I voted for him, so. So you're right, Mr. Mayor. He said, "Yeah, take a smoke break." You're right, Mr. Mayor. It's like,
take your time.
Like you.
He's like, yeah. Which I mean, he was a good mayor. I'm not gonna lie. For like the couple of days he was mayor, he was a good mayor.
Yeah, acting good as a mayor.
He wanted to, which I will say this. Yeah, I thought, this was a really good episode. I like how Barnes and stuff. Like I like how Barnes and them. I did not like the whole Riddler subplot with them just sitting there. Riddler's like, I'm leaving Gotham and everything, and he's like, "You're the Riddler. You got, you're the
Penguin. You're the Penguin."
And I was like, I didn't care. Which I honestly, I just
he wants to be his buddy. He wants to be his partner in crime as one of the bad guys in Gotham. That was the whole point. Get him to join an alliance.
I'm gonna give this a 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'm giving it a 9. It's really damn good. I really enjoyed it more than I thought it would. Surprisingly, this season has actually gotten better than season 1. It's what Jake has mentioned, that this season 2 is far better than season 1, and he's right so far.
Oh, and it's only going to get better.
I'm going to match with Collins. I'm going 10 as well, just for the battle, the battle stuff.
Oh yeah, because
I mean,
you've already said that this is already your favorite of the three, so it's no surprise.
Oh, don't be all
and-
petty about like all this. Yeah, you two already said this, so I knew what you were gonna. You were
Break,
teaming up.
break it up, you two. Break it up. Don't make me turn this car around. But let's get to our final episode this week. This is season 2, episode 10, called "The Son of Gotham." Matt.
I hereby order Theo Gallivan released.
Whatever Gallivan is planning, it's going down today.
Stop it.
Goodbye, James. I couldn't have done it without you.
Gotham, all new next Monday on Fox.
This episode aired on November 23rd, 2015, directed by Rob Bailey. Bruce and Silver are kidnapped by Tom the Knife, and it's played by Tommy Flanagan, who was in Sons of Anarchy. Great actor, by the way. He manipulates Silver into seemingly revealing the name of Bruce's parents' killer after being paid by Bruce and Selena. She says that the killer's name is M. Malone, not Post Malone, but later.
Does he have tattoos on his face and a grill?
No wonder why he covered up in the pilots to cover up his tats.
I wonder if he felt like a rock star when he took out the Waynes.
Yeah, which, by the way, yeah, he just looked.
I'll finish the rest, but later claims that she lied. Gallivan is released after Mayor James lies, stating that Gallivan did not kidnap him, framing Penguin instead. Gordon is captured by Theo, who reveals the history of his family to Gordon, but Gordon is rescued by Cobblepot and Gabe. Alfred grows suspicious of Bruce's whereabouts and searches Theo's residence, where he is wounded in a fight with Tabitha, which he narrowly escapes. When Leslie notices Christian Kringle's absence, Nigma is forced to lie to her, claiming that Kringle left town with Officer Daughtry. Not Daughtry from the fucking band, by the way. Theo breaks into Wayne Manor and
it's not
over. Theo breaks into Wayne Manor and kidnaps Bruce as part of the Order of Saint Dumas' plan to cleanse Gotham. Yeah, I'm going to say that this is the best one of the three. I don't
blame you. I really don't blame you.
Especially, I love the scene where Gordon confronts Tabitha to where Bruce is, and fucking takes one-on-one with Tabitha. Like, you really think he's just some fucking butler, helpless butler? He's a fucking badass. He will kick your fucking ass. I love when he just grabs that whip after he was being whipped, like, I was like, damn, he went all Spartacus on his on.
But he still loses, though, to be fair.
In fairness, yeah, he does sort of loses-ish.
It's not, it's competitive. That's what I'll say.
He put up a good fight,
also,
let's be honest, he did.
I love the stuff with Bruce and Selena and how they pull the wool over Silver's eyes. I thought that was great. And like seeing Tommy Flanagan there, I'm like, oh, I wonder if Clay and Jax are done fighting long enough to come help out.
I love the Tommy Flanagan in this episode. I mean, at first when they were first kidnapped, I almost thought that it was Silver was the one who orchestrated the kidnap to fuck with Bruce. But then later, when he was in the other room, I had the feeling that Bruce is the one who's playing her. And I thought that was brilliant, the way that they play this out.
When I first saw this, I was thinking, like, okay, this has to be, like, Gallivan doing this.
Yeah, that's what I thought at first. I literally thought that she was the one who's fucking with him.
I will say, one thing I really liked about this, I love Gordon at the beginning tending the funeral of Parks, where, like, he pulls her casket out. I thought that was great. You know, how it starts out this dramatic, like, sad moment with him, like, you know. And then, of course, Gordon then confronting Gallivan in prison. He goes, tomorrow I'm going to be there to watch you and put you away. And then I like how then later he's telling like, there's something off. He doesn't look like a man that's going to prison. He looks like a man that's walking tomorrow. Like there's something.
Yeah, you can easily tell the look on his face. Like,
and there's like a running,
not afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow. Like he's looking forward to tomorrow. And you kind of knew that the mayor, James, is going to be lying his ass off and lie under oath that he was not the one that kidnapped him, and it was framing Oswald for his kidnapping and torture. And Harvey Dent is actually in this episode. He makes a cameo in the episode.
Yeah. Also, one thing I also liked is I really liked it, like whenever, they set him up and everything, and like he brings Bruce in the back to the interrogation and everything. But then Bruce is like walks out and he's like, she goes, touch me and my uncle will gut you and kill your entire family. And he's like, and then she says, and then when she's about to get her hand cut off, then she goes, matches M, or no, M is like Malone,
Post Malone.
M. And then of course, then walks out and they tell her, you little bitch. And I thought first she was going, you're the bitch, and then it's like a Mean Girls.
Yeah, it's like a Mean Girls. You little bitch.
bitch.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
By the way, if you've never
another
seen
checklist we got to do for the watch party.
I will watch Mean Girls any day of the week.
That movie is fucking classic. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
By the way, that's 2 stunt doubles. You can tell because it's like a grown-ass woman, 2 grown-ass women, and like literally when he goes, "You little bitch," and he goes,
"Who would have thought that these characters, these girls in the movie, are fucking hilarious?" You little bitch. You're a bitch.
You're a bitch. By the way, the girl with the hat on looks like she's in her. She could be like belongs there. The other woman that's like a grown ass woman, like that's clearly a stunt double because
of course.
It's still funny though, but I will say I do like the Order of Saint Dumas. They kill a mugger and slit his throat and drain his blood into a cup.
Oh
that is so dark.
Like that's something out of like Hellraiser or something. All we needed is Pinhead showing up. Like, we have such sights to show you.
I found it very funny that Gordon was coming up with a new tactic to how to interrogate the one of the members of the Dumas, and he had him blindfolded while he's all messed up. I thought it was a brilliant alternative move, like impersonating of one of the members, because he told Bullock that you're not going to be able to torture him or beat him to death to get the information out of him because he feels but he doesn't give a shit. He embraces pain. He embraces death. You think that's going to scare him? So he had to come up with an alternative to find a way. How do we get the information out of them without trying to torture him? He knew that torture was not going to be the way to do it because they don't mind the torture. They embrace it.
Yeah, which I just thought it was so dumb how they accurately predict the blood. You have to put blood on his head.
That part was kind of dumb. I didn't like that when he was cutting his own hand. Dude, the guy's blindfolded. Pour some water and make him believe it's blood. He's not going to know. He won't know the difference.
Which I will say, though, the Order of St. Dumas showing up at a rub and tug joint and just killing everyone there, that was dark. I'm like, damn. I saw these women, these prostitutes go in there and they just like start undressing. And I'm like, no. And then all of a sudden, then you see these monks pull their knives out. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, this is like some dark shit. I'm like, this episode definitely probably, you can't show it. They're probably like, you can't. I guarantee you, there was probably a cut where they were like,
so one question is, do you really believe that Silver's telling the truth about the name of the man who murdered his parents? Was she really telling the truth?
I can't tell you that.
No, I'm asking Ryan.
No, not really. I don't believe it.
What do you think about the monk killing himself by just throwing himself inside of a car and getting hit?
Final Destination 1 called. It would like its death back, please.
I mean, it's true, but also he killed himself, which I found it very funny.
I also thought, I like that Gallivant, like they're at the trial, Gallivant got James to lie to say Penguin kidnapped him.
I'm wondering how he was able to pull that off.
They never explained, my imagine is probably they got to him.
I don't know if they'll ever address that. Like, how did he be able to get him to lie? How did he pull that off? I know he had a lot of people in plain sight, but what the hell did he have on him?
Probably Tabitha showed up and said, "I'll kill you and your entire family." Or
maybe, that would make a lot more sense. But she was pretty occupied at the moment with fucking Alfred dealing with him.
It could be a number of things. It could have literally, it could have sent some Order members to say.
Maybe, yeah. He probably sent on one of the people of the Order to threaten his life and his family. That would make a lot more sense.
I will say one thing I like whenever.
But I love the scene when Gordon was getting captured by one of the members, and then confronting. And I didn't know how badass Gallivant can fight. Like, he can fucking fight. He kicked the living shit out of him in a one-on-one fight. He's not just some businessman, a tool of the leader of the Order.
Yeah,
no, he can fight.
Azrael.
Yeah, he's Azrael. He's a fighter. He will kick your ass.
He is Azrael, I guess. If you haven't realized, yeah, Galavan is Azrael, the comic book character Azrael.
Yeah, the comic book character Azrael.
And I thought he was so great. Like, it shows he's
I was a little bit worried that they were not going to have him be a badass in this show. I was a little worried.
When he showed up in that thing, and I was like, oh, that was so cool.
It would be so cool if they had the comic book accurate outfit if he will wear it at some point in the season.
I can either confirm or deny.
I know you can either confirm or deny, Jake. Yeah. I know, since you already know the outcome, you little bastard.
I will say it's good. What's to come?
Okay, that's all I need to know.
I will say this though. I liked how Gordon's like coming at me, and then he's like when he just goes like that, when he's like this, where he's like he's just like he loves what he's doing. He's like
Alfred's still a badass. Yeah, sure, he he lost the fight, but he still managed to put up a great fight when he gets stabbed at that. Like you're underestimating. Like she sees him. She thought she was just seeing him as a helpless butler. Like he was just like a nobody. But like, he has fighting experience.
Yeah, like there's no shame. Like there's no shame in losing to her. Like he put up like the best that he could.
Yeah.
I love this Alfred more and more. I watch him in the show. He's probably my favorite character.
Sean Pertwee is such an underrated Alfred.
He does not give enough credit that he should have gotten. He's a damn great Alfred in this iteration.
He's the only Alfred to have ever gotten a spin-off show that like 3 people watched, but that counts. That
I still have not watched the whole.
Never watched it. Don't care to watch it.
Yeah, I still have not watched that spin-off show.
Which I just don't want to watch a show about Alfred. No offense.
If you really think about it, like it's kind of like the show Krypton that people had no interest in it because they're making a show without Superman, and then when you watch the show, it ended up like, no, this show is actually great. And it was so underrated.
To be fair, with Gotham, I heard they're making a show about Gotham about Detective Gordon. Who cares? You want to see Batman, but then I watched it. I'm like, oh shit, this is
it's one of those times. Like, hey, you never thought you wanted that type of show, but then you watch it. It's like, no, this is really good.
Dumb idea. So you're gonna make a show.
Yeah, it's like so you're gonna make a show with Clark Kent, but not Superman.
He's
in the
doing
show.
chores on the farm. He's like, one day
he's in high school. He's doing chores on the farm. He's going through a lot of changes. Like, why do people care at the time? But then they watched it. It completely changed the narrative.
Which I will say, I do love though. Gallivant just like wrecks Gordon. Because he tells him, he says, I got a few minutes, untie him, and they untie him, and all of a sudden he's just like, and he's like, and he hits him. Then you're like, oh shit, he really at that moment
he spoke too soon. It's like, oh fuck, I made a mistake. I didn't realize he's a badass.
Talk about a dark Galavan moment too at the very end when he goes to Wayne Manor. He's like, Bruce is like, what do you want? He's like, your life, of course. I'm like,
I was ready to jump in. I was literally ready to jump in and watch the next episode already. Like I did not want to stop. That really left it on the cliffhanger. And you know what reminded me of the scene when Gordon was getting his ass kicked when he underestimated him? It almost felt like in Return of the Jedi when fucking Luke threw his lightsaber away and underestimated his powers. Then he get fucking hit by a force lightning. Like, fucking hey, Yoda, why didn't you tell me about this? That could have been avoided. I was like, oh, fuck, I made a mistake by throwing my lightsaber away.
Yeah. Which, what do you think, though? You know, there's also some things I had an issue with. First off, Gordon gets kidnapped in the courtroom, in the hallway of the courthouse. No one saw them dragging Gordon out of the hallway, getting tased.
Kind of like the other guys, kind of like the scene of the other guys where Mark Wahlberg pulls a gun on him and trying to escort him out of the building, and Will Ferrell's like, really? Nobody's helping?
Yeah, because nobody likes Alan. There's a difference.
Nobody likes Alan.
Also, Penguin stopping up Penguin Edward's toilet, where he says, hey, did you jiggle the handle? He goes, I told you. He says, you know what? He said, what did you use?
I don't know. That scene was kind of cringe. That was one of the most cringe.
I hated it.
I hated that scene. That was so stupid. Was like, hey, where's the spicy mustard or whatever the hell he said? Like, oh, never mind. Like, oh God.
Like, what in the?
He's probably like, I'm starting to have second thoughts by being aligning with the Penguin. I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Like, all I need is someone to make spaghetti in there and be like, it's not spaghetti, it's linguine, and then throws it across the room, hits the wall, and is like, now it's garbage.
I just think, honestly, that, yeah, also, the one thing I liked also, was, I didn't like, these are things I don't dislike. Edward keeps telling people, everyone, they left town. Everyone he kills, they left town. Eventually, a lot of people are going to start asking more questions like, okay, you're saying 2 people left town. Now you're saying 3 people left town. Now you're saying 4 people. Okay, well, all these people just go to the same fucking place or something. Why are Edward the only people everybody's missing, but you're the only person that knows where all these people went?
But I'm starting to think that she's not going to fall for his lie. I feel like they're building up to that, where she's going to put 2 and 2 together, that he's not being completely honest.
Also, I just thought it was also funny though. Also, Silver St. Clown did not really just see when they brought him in there. I would be like, okay, he's probably alive. I don't know.
I did like the scene where Selena and Bruce have reconciled with their friendship in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like kind of like you're right, Selena.
I feel like I'm starting to like her now as of before, because I was not liking her character, how they were handling her in the beginning, especially in the finale of season 1. Then in the first half of season 2 was starting to really drag it out, but now she's starting to have a little bit more purpose in the season.
And I love though at the end when like the order, like they have because they have Alfred now, Gord, and also I like how like they're beating up Gordon, and then Gallivant, and then all of a sudden Penguin's men shoots him too, and then he goes, "Where is Gallivant?"
Yeah, because he found out that he is now out of prison, and now he's really out for blood. Like, where's it? Like, dude, how could he tell you he's fucking knocked unconscious? You're slapping it. I did not like that. That was so stupid. Like, dude, he's unconscious. How do you expect him to talk?
Yeah, this was a banger episode. Yeah,
absolutely.
What's your score, Collins?
I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10.
Okay, Matt.
I'm giving it a 10. This was absolutely banger. I was waiting just to jump into the next episode to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Collins again. I'll say 9.5. This was very good, and Matt, to your point, this was like this close. That autoplay, if I hadn't have hit that, it would have been something else. But we'll have to save that for later on. Well,
for tonight.
Not tonight as we're recording this, but tonight.
Yeah, as you're watching this episode right now, because it's pre-recorded, as you're watching it right now, we'll be doing a watch party later tonight for the mid-season finale.
Yeah. But I passed off to all of you. What did you think of these episodes? Let us know in the comments. We would love to read what you have to say. And it is a privilege to do this show with these guys every week. Collins, tell the people where they can find you.
They can find me in the Order of St. Dumas. We're about to sacrifice a child for the greater good. Yeah, that's what it reminds me, by the way, too.
If he sends you mail, do not respond.
It just reminds me. Remember that movie? Yeah, the Hot Fuzz. It just reminds me of that. Like for the people in the cult, they're like for the greater good, for the greater good. Yeah,
the greater good,
the greater good, for the greater good. By the time this airs, I will have done my review for the Ballerina. So I watched the Ballerina finally, and I'm gonna have my review for the Ballerina. And and so of course, and we're doing Road to Peacemaker season 2, where we will be doing, I think, episode 5, this week. And then of course, by the time I say episode 5 will have already been watched and watch party. And thank you all for coming to that. And also, we will have the fantastic man on the show, Blacktastic himself, will be on Friday's watch party, but we will watch a haunted house. So stick to that 3D movie cinema. That's where all my channel things go. Take care. All right.
Yeah, can confirm that Peacemaker season 2 has been very good so far, and all those watch parties will be on his channel. But Matt Wyatt, what about you?
You can find me in the street corner of Gotham. Hopefully I don't get mugged or murdered. Hopefully Batman comes to the rescue. But anyway, if you want to find my channel, it's at Matt Wyatt 92. I dropped my review of the Roses and Caught Stealing and The Long Walk.
Yep, all those links will be down below. As far as this channel goes, Scary Mania 6 is been planned out. It's on full blast for October, so stay tuned for all of that, and tons of other things I got planned for the rest of the year, so stay tuned for all of that. But for Jacob Collins, from Matt Wyatt, my name is Ryan Cam. Stay off the streets of Gotham. It is not safe. We will see you all tonight for the watch party. You all take